It's the second weekend of January, so that only means one thing. It's FA Cup third round draw. Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a shitty one. We've got Middlesbrough away. They're all next door but one neighbours in the league, so not as exciting as getting a Premier League team or even a League Two team or even a National League team, but that's what you want in the third round, isn't it? But instead we've got Middlesbrough. So I think there'll be lots of changes today. I think, all clubs have had a really busy Christmas period. We've had a really busy Christmas period and a shit one as well. The icing on a shit Christmas cake was last week against our six-fingered freaks from down the road. But it is what it is. It's a distraction. I don't think either team will be bothered if they go out at this stage. Let's be realistic. I don't think Blackburn or Middlesbrough are going to win the league. Are going to win the FA Cup. I think obviously the objective for both clubs is to get into the Premier League, whether that's automatic or whether it's via the playoffs. I think more realistically now it's looking like the playoffs. So there'll be lots of changes today, 6, 7, 8 changes I reckon. It'll be probably a bit of a scruffy game. It's a 12 o'clock kickoff. It's bloody freezing as well. I set off at -2. I think the worst I saw on my car was -6, -7, and that was at the highest point on the M62. A bit of freezing mist as well, just to throw into the mix as well. Here it's -1, so yeah, I've got plenty of layers on. 12 o'clock kickoff, 16 quid a ticket. So my motivation for this game was, it was a tough one. I did lie in bed thinking, why did I buy a ticket for this game? Why? But it's the love of the Rovers, isn't it, I suppose? So through thick and thin, don't think there'll be a big crowd on today. You look at like Sheffield United against Cardiff on Thursday night. They only had 6,000 on. I only saw the one Blackburn Rovers bus coming across on the M62 today. So but we'll see what happens. It's pointless talking about current forms and things like that because it's the FA Cup, and as we all know, the form, and there'll be too many changes to actually start talking about form. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. Hopefully it's a bit of a cheeky win as well, but who knows? You just can't call this one. So I'm here at the Riverside, just bumped into Mike and Ezra. Mike, FA Cup, first time for Ezra as well, first time to the Riverside. Are you confident about today?
Yeah.
I think tough game, but I think hopefully will come through. Maybe a 2-1 win today.
Okay, did you come against the other week when Blackburn did a cheeky little 1-0 win here?
I wasn't here for that match, but yeah, so he's beat us last time, but hopefully he'll get a bit of revenge today.
Were you a bit disappointed when you saw the FA Cup draw and you got Blackburn at home?
I thought it was going to be a tough test. I was hoping for a bit of an easier run, but it should be a good game.
Yeah. Are you one of the
championship going?
Yeah, you prefer either a big team or a really small team to progress or something like that?
Fair, I don't mind at times, but it's nice to get one of the big dogs and maybe the next round if we get through.
Yeah, okay. And Ezra, this is your first time?
Yeah. Really good to me. It's my dream to be here.
Oh, really?
First time ever.
Okay, well, hopefully it's the first of many.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully it's a good match.
And what score are you going to go for?
3-1.
3-1 to Blackburn?
Oh, to Boro.
To Boro. Okay, no, I was only kidding.
Yeah.
Alex Allison, it's the third round of the FA Cup. Were you a bit disappointed when you saw the draw against another championship team?
Yeah, particularly because Blackburn are doing quite well as well.
Yeah, we're next door neighbours. Well, next door but one neighbours in the league, aren't we? And we had a cheeky 1-0 win up here just a few weeks ago. So, but it's the FA Cup. The form goes out the window, doesn't it? I guess.
Absolutely.
Have you seen Have you seen your team yet?
No, we haven't heard anything on the radio, so it'll be exciting to see. But I know we've got a couple who are hitting touch and go in terms of illnesses or sickness or injury. So it'll be interesting to see our team, whether he goes for a younger squad, different, or he kind of plays the more main squad that he can.
Yeah, we've made 5 changes for today, so yeah, we've got some players that have been on the fringe as well, so could be an interesting one. How's your season going so far? Are you happy?
Touch and go, we're quite inconsistent at times, but I think that's because of the injuries and stuff we've had lately. So it'll be nice to see things, but you can see his vision, what he's trying to do. I know there's a lot of hatred for him on different things I can see on Facebook and stuff, but with what he's got, you can see what he's trying to do. And I think at the moment we were better than we were last season. We're higher than we were, and I think all teams at the moment could go anywhere in the direction. There's only a few squads. If you get 4 or 5 wins in a row, you're kind of up there fighting.
Yeah, I think it's just going from scoring 5 goals to conceding a goal against a team that are poorer than us. So just if we can get the consistency there, I think we'll do well.
It's a championship, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like that 3-3.
But everyone in the
3-0
top has Sheffield, you, Leeds. There's not a team up there that hasn't got beaten, and you think, well, I've got beaten by them. So.
Yeah, and we had a draw at Leeds on New Year's Day, and that was kind of unexpected. We'd hit a torrid bit of form. We had a rubbish Christmas and what have you. So if I was to push you on score predictions for today,
I don't think high scoring.
I'd like to hope we win, but I think it's going to be. I haven't seen the squad, so I'm hoping it's like a 2-1. We're not keeping it too tidy at the back.
A 1-1 or a 2-1 last minute kind of 80th, 90th minute goal, I would say, between the two teams. And I'd like to see it goes our way, but we'll have to kind of see how it goes with the team.
would you be bothered about going out the FA Cup? Is the league more important for you?
The league's more important.
That's why for me I'd like to see a younger squad and kind of let people have a go, give our main squad a rest.
Some of the injuries who were close to back, those are ready to come back, are run out, but I don't know, it's still nice to win because it keeps that consistency. So I don't know, I'm torn. I'll be devastated if we get knocked out, but equally I think that if we get promoted, that's more. Well, no, I don't know. I think I'd rather be a good championship side than a poor Premiership one. So yeah, let's have a cup run for a change.
Now we are in the stand. We'll start with Blackburn first with goal 12, Dallas Todd, 2, Harry Britton, 6, the captain, Sondre Tronstad, 8, Todd Canwell, 20, Harry Leonard, 21, John Buckley, 15, Danny Mann, Andy Byron, number 14, number 5, Dominic Hyer. Thank you for your attendance here today at the Riverside. For the Boro winner, next up, home Scotland tomorrow. Tickets at the day's but of course you can also check the website for more information on that. Thank you for your attendance here at the Riverside. Have a safe journey.
Back in the car, that was a cold one. finished Middlesbrough 0, Blackburn Rovers 1. I think it was thoroughly deserved. We had 2 or 3 golden opportunities. Yeah, just really well played Rovers. Middlesbrough threatened, but no real clear-cut chances, I don't think. No, just a really good away performance. Didn't want to mention my inability to win away pre-video, or pre-game should I say, because that just seems to be the curse. Maybe it's not me, but no, I honestly did not expect that. So delighted with it. I think we probably a couple of players didn't have the greatest of games, and if that's the case, you know, fair play to the other lads that stood up. Tronstad just keeps improving. So yeah, we're in the hat for the 4th round. Can't wait for that now. Suddenly I feel excited again.
Was gone at the Riverside, and it was a Blackburn Rovers 1, Middlesbrough 0. You can tell by my reaction it wasn't a great game. It was, I think, the worst I've seen us play. We've won. I think that's the worst I've seen us play in a long time. It was if it wasn't my team, I would have turned it off a long time ago. Let's put it that way. Harry Leonard, I feel like we've lost almost. Like, I know we're through to the next round. Great, honestly, I'm chuffed to bits. If we were gonna get knocked out, you don't want to get knocked out like that, especially from your Middlesbrough perspective. It was just dour, you know, giving the ball back and forth both ways. And yeah, it was not a great game to watch. We rude missed chances. Harry Leonard, like, how many chances are we now going to give Harry Leonard? Like, as much as I want him to do well, he was not good enough. It's not good enough today. For me, what summed it up was the 1-on-1 that he missed. I know Weimann, you know, had that chance, but he should have put away, but then eventually goes and scores the goal, you know. Even that ball into Weimann, into the initial ball before he scored, Harry Leonard was offside. It's sloppy stuff. You need to do better than that. You can't be offside. I think if VAR was involved today, that goal gets ruled out, honestly. Because the defenders played the ball, expecting the ball to go to Harry Leonard. Look, he's had a full game there. Gay, come on, and we need a striker. We need a striker. Look, I'm sure Harry Leonard will have his time. I'm sure Gay will have his time. But right now, they look shot to bits. Like, Gay did what he needed to do when he come on. Harry Leonard had glimpses. I mean, he's getting in the right areas, so I'm not, you know, concerned on that point. But it's a goal, and then it's too far in between, and he needs that confidence. So I think a loan move to a League One or even League Two just to go banging goals. You know, men's football, don't put him in the academy anymore. He needs to be playing regular first team football elsewhere, and hopefully just, you know, have that confidence and come back and go, do you know what, I can do it in the Championship. But at the minute, he's not able to do that. You can see his confidence is low. He mentioned it in the interviews. You know, he knows that he needs to kick on now if he wants to get in the team. If he can, he's got time to do it if he can. But if not, the best thing to do would be to get that loan move and go bang in a load of goals somewhere else, because we need goals now. And I don't think Ohashi, as much as I love him, he's not that kind of player. He's not a poacher. Or is he? I think he works hard. Gay just doesn't, like, no footballing ability whatsoever. He can hold up the ball well because he's big and strong. He can win a header, but you ask him to run on the ball, it just doesn't look like he's no impetus. There's no threat. You know, I'm not like, there's a chance here. You know, as if Schmodic was running at players. But yeah, no. Look, we got through. We did our bit. It was messy. It was scrappy. I wouldn't be happy from a coach's point of view. I'd be fuming in there, Eustace. Like, we've got the job done. Like, you've given you a chance, but no one's grabbed it by the scruff of the neck. You know, no one's really impressed. Even the majority of the first team players, you know, all the players are fringes. So we've got these players coming in now that we've signed. And again, we can go into detail maybe about these signings, but I'm not exactly ecstatic over the signing of, I don't even know his name, from Birmingham on loan. I know you spoke with him before, but hey, it's what it is. We'll see. You never know. You could be a hidden gem, and for sure, you know, just. Again, it's sideways when you've got the likes of Sunderland spending big. I'm not expecting we do a Sunderland, you know, and spend as much as they have in the transfer window, but you'd expect maybe a little bit of quality to really push us on at some point. Look, these players are fine as long as these aren't the only players that we bring in. We need a striker for sure, for definite. In fact, just to put balls in the back of the net, because everything else is great at the minute. You know, we might be low on, like, you know, squad rotation, but as long as players don't get injured, and so far they haven't. I know we've got a few out at the minute, but when they come back, well, the squad will be all right again. It'll be quite good. If we have an injury here and there, I think we're pretty covered overall. Depending how far we get in the cup, it might be only a few games. We've got 20 games left or so. So, look, not we're not in dire straits. We're not like in the thick of it. But do need to tidy up. We need a goal scorer and to really push on in the league. And look, we're in the hat. We'll see who we get. But not a great game today. Not a great game. Toth looked good when he was called upon, but didn't need loads to do. But I could see him in the next, 2-3 years. If he's not getting in our squad, he'll look to go elsewhere. But I could see him getting in. He'd becoming our #1 goalkeeper. But no, that was the thoughts at the end of that game. Thank God it was over, because it was not a great watch. And I can get on with my day now. But yeah, we move on. We're in the hat. We're in the hat. That's what matters. We can kick on in the league now. Portsmouth at home, isn't it, next? So I'll be there for that one. Well, I'll try and get there for that one. I'll finish work literally 6 o'clock and then I'll be shooting back up. But no. In that for the next round, we'll see who we get. We kick on in the league. Fingers crossed we get a striker. We get someone who can put the ball in the back of the net. That's the hope. Oh, Harry Leonard, please kick on. That's the dream. Or Gay. Or someone. Someone kick on. Cantwell. Someone put the ball in the back of the net.